pit stop number 2.
Really impressed with them. Me and Tracy went to toilet and we give you some bowls, right? And we come back out and you're passing it in triangles. Perfect. Because sometimes at your age you just want to smash balls into the net, don't you? That's fantastic. We've been to toilet 2 or 3 minutes, I've come out, and what a perfect setup, I have to say. That is unbelievable. So well done. Boys, now it's 5v5 today. So it's going to be slightly different in our approach. Yeah? So what we're going to be doing, we're going to have Alex in goal, we're going to have Seth, hey Joey, Dicko, and Jack Spencer. Now that's how we're going to set up to start with. Dicko, you're not a number 9, like we always say. We're going to play like a 1-3, and we're going to try and get our wingers out again, Joey. Yeah? But look, there's always a triangle. So when we go forward, Dicko, you then become a number 10, because we're a bit further up the pitch. And then Seth's there. Look, we've still got triangles all over the park. Does that make sense? It's a very small pitch, but how do we train? In what areas? Small areas, don't we? Very small areas, tight areas. Can we escape? For me, boys, this is very good for us. Yeah. What they'll end up doing, they'll try and shift and shoot at every opportunity. So you've got to be concentration levels highest, maximum you can. Yeah. I'll let you have a little warm up. I'll do a little bit with you, and then we'll go into more detail. Does that make sense? Go on and show me, boys. Well done. I'll go into more detail then. Here we come. So, what am I expecting today? I'll tell you what I'm expecting from Huddersfield. Let's start with that. They'll be strong, and they'll be physical, and they'll be powerful. So, how do we get around keeping away from a physical battle? Passing. So, you know when we see it in training, and this is everywhere, you lot are absolutely fantastic. See the picture, play it, we know we're going to have a triangle at some point. Yeah? That makes sense. So I'm going to break it down a little bit today. Al, you've got a massive big area there. I want you to approach the area at the highest point at every time. Jack Spencer, I think you're going to remember this. So what we're going to do, Joey, you're going to drop in when Al's got the ball. Same as Seth. Dicko, you're going to be there, but you're going to have Jack Spencer just behind you. You understand this, Jack, don't you? So for an example, if Al plays to Joey, Jack Spencer then becomes the triangle, or the angle for the triangle. Yeah? If Al, you decide to go to Seth, Jack all of a sudden just goes to that side. Yeah? Sometimes Seth, sometimes he might not get there quick enough, so Dicko, you just might have to just drop into that pocket a little bit deeper. But you need to start quite high, then drop into there. Yeah? Then all of a sudden, Joey, if Jack's still not there, you can start coming that side. Yeah? That's the only information I'm going to give you for the first 15 minutes. So I don't want to overload you. Yeah? So it's just that little bit of sharp movement. We don't know the rules yet. It might be proper throw-ins. If it is, not a problem. Yeah? Short corners, always. Yeah? Delay it as if like you're not interested, and then we go with a bit of purpose and a bit of pace. Yeah? And then what I will say as well, Joey and Jack Spencer, we never mark men, we only mark areas. Does that make sense? Come on and show me again then, boys. Well done.
Yeah.
Oh, boys, do me a favour. Bring all your bottles and bring them this side for me. Good, nice and sharp, good, nice and sharp. Back, good, nice and sharp, back, go. Good. As soon as he's finished play up, as soon as he's finished play. As soon as he's finished play, we're watching the ball, by the way. Good, there we go, good, nice and sharp, nice and sharp. Bang, 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 bang. Good, nice and sharp. Good. Nice and sharp. Turn of pace is needed, look, turn of pace is needed. Good. Right, boys, I'll tell you what. I'm very superstitious. Now, I don't know if you know what that means, but if you don't know what it means, just Google it. So, every time I say well done, and I'm dying to tell you well done, by the way, if I do, I think the standard always seems to slightly drop. It's weird, isn't it? But that's just me in a nutshell. So, Al, Seth, Joey or Leo, whoever's going to be on that side. I love the way we're trying to play out. But you know, sometimes in football, the longer the game goes, the more risks you're going to take. And I don't mind risks in football, but what I mean by that is we're trying something that's not in our philosophy, in our model. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we've got to fix that quite quickly. And what I mean by that is that setup's fantastic because Jack, you're coming out on either side. Brilliant. The only thing now, Jack, I want you to do is when Seth gets the ball in the comfortable area, you're there. The first bit of movement is it's a great angle, but now all of a sudden it's quite tight. Yeah. So the second part of the movement's got to be short. He'll come with you, then he can slide him in because you're going to drop your shoulder and go there. Does that make sense? Or Seth did that ball perfectly there. It's all about that split second. So I love that first part of your movement, brilliant. But now Seth's now got to try and really force that one. So you know what? Drop in deep. Because you know what you'll do? You're going to bounce him back and then Seth will go out the other side. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Al, you've got to be alive, remember. You know when I said, right at the start of this team talk, your concentration level's got to be high. If not, mistakes happen very quickly. Dicko, what I will say quickly on this one is when Seth gets it there, there will be times, by the way, Dicko, right, let's say Huddersfield there, circles. You want to go there, and that's quite a crowded area. Drop your shoulder that side, then you can go out the other way. Make sense? We'll finish with a team that started and then we'll swap it over. Come on. I love the way now we've got an understanding. Well, listen, I'll tell a lie. We've always had an understanding, but you know today, you know when it works and you're quick in the your decision making. No team in this planet can get near you. Yeah? I just love the way we can get it, dropping angles, we're patient, we're very brave on corners. Everything that I've seen there in that first game is fantastic. And you deserve to come away 11-1. Massively deserve that. Yeah? What I mean by when I say shutting the line off, Leo, so let's just say Huddersfield are circles, yeah? And we're going to be crosses. Dicko's patient there, yeah? What we want to be doing, Leo, if you don't, or anybody on the left hand side or on the right hand side, if you don't shut that pass off there, right, which he didn't, and he travelled there, didn't he? What have you now got to do? Work twice as hard, haven't you? You've got to work twice as hard. So what I'm saying is, look, your recovery then is like, oh my God, fair play, you got it and you nicked it. But can we reduce our work rate by being very football intelligent and brainy and saying, right, if I can shut that one off there, this lad here has to force it where Dicko's going to be and where Emery's going to be, or whoever's on the right hand side. Yeah? If he goes back to the goalkeeper, job done. Does that make sense? Because then we'll be patient, because then we can set up again and set the trap. It's been absolutely fantastic, let me tell you. But guess what? It's only half time in some respects, because now we've got to play another team. So it's a different set of lads that might have a different way of playing. But I can guarantee it'll press a little bit harder. Does that make sense? Right, we're going to start with the team that originally started. So it'll be Joey, Jack Spencer, Dicko and Seth, and then we'll change it over. Okay? You know when I give you a praise, that's what happens, you see. All of a sudden, don't get me wrong, we're still, you know, we've come from 2-0 down, we're 3-2 up. Scrap the result. I want fluency. I want interchanges. I want little bits of link play. If you're not going to listen to my information, take you off and I'll explain it on there. That's as simple as it gets. Yeah? That's as simple as I can actually get. If you're not going to listen or willing to work hard, you sit here and watch it. I've got no problem. It doesn't hurt me, it should hurt you. Yeah? If you can't simple instruction, I say this every single day of my life. If you can't stop that pass from there, then you've got to travel all that way. You're not just killing yourself, but that one pass kills all the team. All the team. Yeah? We've got to be, it's one job. I'm not asking you to do 20 press-ups. I'm not asking you to run a marathon. I'm not asking you to go to Grimsby and back. I'm asking you to simply shut off one pass. That is it. That's all I'm asking you to do. Then Jack went out. You go in there. Guess what happened? You got a reward. You nicked it, took it on, and scored. I don't get why you can't do that every single time they get the ball. I have to tell you every time. I have to repeat it. 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 It's bizarre. I shouldn't have to do it now. It should come so easy. Someone tell me what 2 add 2 is. So you remember that, don't you? It's so easy to remember. So why can't you remember that? We do it every week. Every single week. Got to be sharper. Got to be sharper. Yeah. Same team that's just finished. Go on again.
Well, there you go then. That was Huddersfield. To be fair, yeah, a little bit of a recap really. We knew Huddersfield was going to be physical. We knew there was going to be up for it, obviously. But again, with your style of play, what we play, if you can avoid physicality, massively do it. Why would you waste energy on grappling and stuff like that? So I thought we dealt with it really, really well. First game, and we say this on every video. We beat him 11-1, but it wasn't about the result. It was just how we played the ball, and we had so much patience, and we had a lot of awareness, and the decision making was 95% of the time right.
Yeah.
And again, we scored what we class as the perfect goals. It was excellent. It was really, really good. Now, knowing full well the second team that we're going to play at Huddersfield with the same manager, because the two teams just swapped over, but they kept the manager.
Yeah.
He's naturally going to say, lads, listen, these are decent. And fair play, we got massive credit. We never played them before, Huddersfield. We got really major credit from certain parents at Huddersfield and the coaching staff, which is a massive tick in the box for us. But the second game, the coach was like, right, lads, we might have to just press that a little bit harder and work a little bit harder. And massive credit, they did. And Huddersfield went deservedly 2-0 up, really. Even though we had hit the post, hit the bar.
Yeah.
What I mean by deservedly, they had to graft for the goals. That's what I meant by that, because we're still the better side. Not taking nothing away from Huddersfield. But it was good because they really worked for the goals, you see. And then I don't know what score it was at half time. Whatever it was.
2-0, wasn't it?
Maybe 2-0. But anyway, we won the game 5-3 in the end. But let me tell you, what was said, and you'll have heard it, the physical. They made it very, very hard for us. But we wanted that. We need that. It's a big part of football, physicality. And it was a great game to watch. Both games was. Just that we handled the physicality better in the first one than we did the second.
Yeah.
So, full credit to the boys. Really proud of them, really pleased with them. Now we're only 30 miles away from Sunderland.
Yeah.
So we do it all again.
Oh.
So, looking forward to... we always love coming here, don't we? The staff, everything about this place. Just like Huddersfield was brilliant. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a bit of footage, or as much as we can. And we'll take it from there. Let's see, we set off at...
Where's this going?
We set off at 6:30 this morning. And we're probably looking to get back around maybe 7, 8, 7.
Probably later than 7.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll have a bit of the same with this group now at Sunderland, and we'll do like a debrief at the end. Chester, Brooklyn, Jacob Strutt, Charlie. That's how we set up. You're not a number 9, you're a midfielder. Yeah, so this is how we're going to set up on goal kicks, David. Charlie, you're going to drop in. Chester, you're going to do that one. Brooklyn, you're going to be the top of the triangle. Jacob Strutt, you're going to do that. If the ball goes to Chester, you just naturally come up there to make the triangle. Yeah? If it's out there, you naturally just swift that way. That's as simple as that information is going to happen. Yeah? So we both start central. Brooklyn, you just stand in that pocket waiting for that ball there. And then obviously you have the choice of 2. Either Chester or you go back. Right, this is how we're going to set up when they've got the ball.
Right, there's whoever we're playing. You go in between their players. Brooklyn, you're there, because what we want them to do, we want them to shut that pass there. The wide men, for whoever we're playing, does not get the ball. We want them to force it in there where Brooklyn's going to be. That makes sense? And what'll happen is, and Huddersfield tried this morning, tried to play that ball there. So what you do is narrow yourself in to start with. So you're going to be like this. Narrow 3, but you're going to be in between. Does that make sense? So that you can stop that one going through, and you also can stop that one going past. If that works, believe you me, it's so hard to get out. If they go long, you've done your job. Yeah? So how do we set up when we've got the ball? It's quite simple. You lot should know more. There, nice and wide. Brooklyn, you pick the pieces up. Who's the quickest out of Charlie and Jacob? They're both unbelievably quick, so guess what? We need to start playing there. Don't go in a crowded area, Charlie. See that open space, attack it, come inside, have a shot. Jacob, attack big areas. But we don't want to play our trump card straight away. We want to keep it. They might think you're too slow. Actually, all he's doing is going backwards, going sideways. Then all of a sudden, bang, we accelerate. Yeah? We've got to work hard. So important working hard, by the way. Without working hard, you might as well not bother coming. Yeah? So make sure it's going to hurt at some point. If you feel tired, just keep it shorter. Don't go longer when you're tired, keep it short. Yeah? We've got 2 games on that blue pitch, 1 on the red, and then it's a semi-final final. Yeah? Don't worry about the semi-final final, just don't worry about the semi-final final, it's interesting. We're here to play 5 games. And if we play to our ability, we'll win all 5. Make sense? Now I'm going to give a quick warm-up, and then we're literally... Jacob, I've heard yours. I know you've got a big job, so let's do it.
There we go. Travelling back from Sunderland. Everybody knows I'm always open and honest when it comes to football, because I shout from the rooftops when they do really well, and I really do, and I'm really proud of what we're trying to achieve. But there's always a but. What I'm going to do, I'm going to actually put a YouTube thing on this, how we set up and how we set a high press up. And when I actually put it out, people that understand football go, oh bloody hell, that looks so easy. But you know what, it is so effective, let me tell you, it is unbelievable. So Huddersfield this morning, 9 o'clock kickoff, worked a treat, absolutely superb. What certain people have got is they've got this really bad habit of going all the way back to retrieve. That is the most irritating thing you can have in football. You know, proper football, as we say, we stay in, we lock in. But the amount of times today at Sunderland, there was no flow at all. Now, on paper, we had, and we listen, that group that we've just left, good players, by the way, let me tell you now, good group of players, but it just didn't happen today. Now, we're not telling them to swim a channel, we're not telling them to do 100 press-ups. I don't even want to explain it on here, but I'm going to show you this week on a whiteboard exactly what we do. Now, if you want to do the same, believe you me, it works a treat, and it has done for 3 years. And Man United, Man City, Rangers, Celtic, nobody can unlock it. And if they do, we've got another barrier. If we do, we've got another barrier. But today, the understanding of this was semi-non-existent. Yeah. And that's the frustrating part for me. If you're not willing to listen, you're never going to learn. If you're willing to listen, you're definitely going to learn. You're going to make mistakes along that path, but at least you try to make the right mistakes if it is going to be a mistake. So that's really enough what we've got to say there with the Sunderland lot. Right, now let me strip it back to last night. Very, very similar. We took the Cheshire lot to Leicester.
Yeah.
All right, granted, we had 7 under 10s against a very good, physical, powerful Leicester under 11s. But again, the understanding of what we try to do didn't really come to anything. So we've kind of a frustrated Friday night, an unbelievable Saturday morning, and a frustrating Saturday afternoon. Now we travel to Sheffield United under 14s on Monday. Sheffield United, let me tell you, big, strong, powerful. They're going to cause us very aggressive in the right manner.
Good aggressive.
And we like it. We love it. But it's going to be another test. But if you're any type of footballer, you want to do or you want to progress, you've really got to digest what the coaches are telling you. And you'll see on the videos, if you do your own thing, it's a long afternoon or a long morning or a long 80 minutes, 60 minutes, whatever we play. It's a long time without the football. If you do what we set out to do, it's been proven for 3.5 years, and we've got players out through football intelligence. It just frustrates a little bit when we don't see it. And like I say, we don't mind. I mean, Sunderland, they've won a few, drew a few, lost a couple. So it's not about. I always say, don't I?
It's not about the winning, is it?
It's how we do it. But you know what it is? It's muscle memory. You know, I always say to them, what's 2 add 2? 4. As if to go, 4, why? It rolls off the tongue. Football should be the same. Oh, when I got the ball, I took it. When I've got the ball, I go wide. It's that simple, I promise you now. It's that simple. Obviously, there's a bit more detail to it. But again, I'll show you on the whiteboard this week, because I will. And I'm actually going to get every SG Pathway parent next week, or the week after, sorry, because we're a couple of games. I'm going to get them all together, and I'm going to show them with the actual players how it's easily done. Because, like you say, we've been very, very dominant, and it's been so successful.
It becomes frustrating, doesn't it? That's all. You get frustrated when they're not doing what they're told.
But it's just little, it's little
they do it in training.
Yeah, little details will tell them it's so easy. But then the switching off on certain people, you think, I'm not too sure what. Or I like the thing of, let's just say little Johnny had the ball and he played that there. I question, what made you play that pass?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it looks like we've had an absolute stinker. We're not saying that. We just know our standards are fantastically high, aren't they?
Yeah.
But it's frustrating when it doesn't come
together.
And by the way, of course it's not going to come all the time. We're not stupid, we're not deluded. But when you've got a group of players that you pick and you go, actually,
when you know they're capable of doing it,
we can do it. So it's been a really good couple of days, to be fair. We've done a lot of miles, we don't mind that. But it's shown me and Tracy and the rest of the staff that we've got some great work ahead of us, and in fairness, it makes my job more enjoyable, because you're trying to make a player that switches off, or some players switch off very easy, so how can you make them switch on constantly and stay switched on and stay in that zone? So we're going to be doing a lot of that, and we'll get a lot of videos on that, to be fair. But yeah, we're going to sign off now, because to be fair, I'm absolutely shattered. I'm not going to lie, absolutely knackered. But we do it all again tomorrow, and then we do it all again Monday for next week.
We do.
So we'll see you Monday. Sheffield United. Cheerio.